Well, I was
I
about
feel
to
like this
say,
is pretty important to bring up.
Did you know if you have sand in your vagina, you are 65% more likely to be affected by a volcano erupting? Kindergartner.
I don't know.
All right. Well, hello and welcome to Burpod with Ryan and Rickles. And today, Ryan is replaced by Christian. And now we got Johnny Winley and J Meow 2.0.
My name is Justin Meow.
Why am I
Call
replacing?
me Justin. Do not call me
Yeah,
Jamie.
why- how come
Why am I replacing Ryan?
Why can't I?
Because that's what
replace
Ryan's
Ryan?
usually.
That's
That's
what Ryan
Ryan's seatings.
So you're the C-man.
Oh, okay.
You can't tell by the sweat stains.
I can't live up to that.
You don't think you can live up to being Ryan?
No, he's been doing this for a while.
Well, I mean,
Do you want me to get the hummus?
No.
Do you want it?
Okay. Wait, can I? Why?
you really want to put that out there?
Okay, you can't bring that up now without diving. I think pretty sure it's actually already been brought up on the podcast before.
I didn't know it was off limits. I'm sorry. You can edit it in post, right?
What? No,
No, it's on
This is
limits.
on limits.
Are we
limits.
live?
Yeah, I just gave the intro.
We're, not
We're live?
We're
but
live. I gave you the
Yeah, we're live.
recording.
Live
You know?
with 0 viewers.
That one hurts right here and right there.
Did you guys see that
I know,
Dale
I know.
Earnhardt
Can't
Jr.
be
retired
dumb.
from NASCAR, and now he's going to be in the booth talking
Commenting?
NASCAR. Yeah.
What? I
Did
thought
he just retire? I thought he retired a while
He retired over last year or something. I don't know.
I thought we were giving Christian the hummus initiation
Wait. Can I?
in order to be the new Ryan while he's not here.
No.
Why do you call him Christian and not C-man, but you call me J Meow and not Justin? Why does he get the regular name
what is that
treatment?
noise?
Can I not just be
I
Justin?
just got a text.
Nobody gives a fuck about your text.
Is that
okay?
going to be in the podcast? You have to read it out loud.
Are you,
now.
are you gonna,
What?
Are you going to put it on silent so that you're not interrupting our podcast?
I'm going to now because I'm.
Are you going to read it out loud?
I'm extremely embarrassed.
What is it? Is
do
it
you,
your-
do
Who's
you
it
want me-
from?
read
It's from
it.
Callie.
Oh.
Okay.
Callie.
What'd she text?
She said
You're gay.
I don't really. It's fine. You know, it's
probably not. Sad face. Thanks though.
a lot of context there.
I was about to say.
What's
I
the
invited her to
funniest
go to
thing?
DC tomorrow for the Caps game thing
Oh.
because she's in town. So.
Gotcha.
That's gonna be history.
Which we are all going to, by the way. Boom, segue topic. How about the
Including
Caps?
Christian,
Huh?
So,
Whoa.
I know, right?
Caps.
Well, so if we
That was
win,
very-
I plan on
very
punching
good.
at least 3 horses.
How much shit are you gonna
Where are
eat,
you gonna
though?
find the
Wait.
horses?
I don't know. Hopefully,
Dude, there's cops on horseback in DC.
I'm punching 3
Okay,
of
that's
them
why would you put your
because
cop horse?
I feel like my mic's going in and out, but
It's because you're getting closer and
That's
further
how
away
works.
from it
That's how distance works relative to the mic.
in your
The
headphones.
further you are away.
For some
Yeah,
podcasts.
I mean
Yeah.
these dudes, man. I don't want to. What are we gonna do with them? I just don't know.
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you, Justin, with all that sand in your vagina.
Oh, are we going back to this again? Huh?
I mean, eventually everything's gonna cycle back to sand and vagina,
Can
but
we? Why is this a new thing today that happened, or is this like a long-term thing?
I'm
no,
not
it
saying
all
that
happened.
You have sand in the vagina. It's just saying that like
I
a lot of
know.
the
I'm
world's.
saying no. This started today, didn't it? That's
Yeah.
our fucking.
Started on the spot.
God damn
I mean,
it.
It's been affecting people
So
for
I've been
years.
applying-
We're just now.
It's
like,
not a new
learning
thing,
about
yeah.
The
Yeah.
effects.
we're just saying.
We finally have a large enough sample size that we can really dig into the numbers now.
Well, big data is getting big too. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's easier to crunch the numbers.
We have more
Yeah.
more processing power nowadays
Mhm.
to be able to
Yeah.
calculate
Yeah.
more and such.
Plus,
Jeff
there-
Bezos is taking an interest. That was big for us.
Shut the fuck up, already. God damn.
Warren Buffett wants to fund.
okay.
Isn't he the rich guy? It's the only rich guy I could think of off the
Yeah.
top of my head.
How do I?
The
end
Koch
this?
brothers,
What do?
they'll be involved.
Who, the Koch brothers?
I heard a conspiracy theory that the Koch brothers actually are trying to like stop research being done because they actually have stock in a pharmaceutical company that
Probably.
that cures. It doesn't cure sand in the vagina, but it like takes. It helps out.
Calm down,
It
man.
helps with some of the symptoms.
I'm serious.
Holy shit.
Damn, man, you got him hard.
The fucking Koch brothers.
To find out more about the sand in the vagina, click in the link below.
You were so serious about it. Oh shit!
No,
there's
but
gonna
anyway,
be-
we're saying this is an issue that's been ignored for a long time. It needs to be. Quite frankly, everybody's been silent on it. Nobody talks about it ever. People are
For some
embarrassed by it.
Christian
That's what it is too. It's the stigma.
It's
think
the
that
stigma. I
keeps
think
a
people
lot of-
are afraid to actually
They're
admit.
afraid to admit that they have sand in their vaginas.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And
That's what we're trying to stop. You know,
we want.
trying to
We've known each other long enough that we want each other.
We
We
want-
care about each other too, so we don't want each other to be affected. by
Right,
this.
exactly.
We've got like
this
20 years of
affects-
history out here in this room.
2 out of 3 5-year-olds will have experienced sand in the vagina at some point by the time they get to the first grade. So,
in one form or another.
right, exactly.
And that's why we need the Caps to win.
That's not going to stop the larger issue. It may help
It
regionally.
might help the region, but
It's not going to make a worldwide impact.
I like
I
how
would say,
I like
but
how you have like this the smug crisscross applesauce seating going on, like John Lennon talking into, hey man, the sand
Dumb
affects
as
all the
shit.
vaginas.
just give peace a chance. That's all I'm saying.
So Christian, you're coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we got the Caps game tomorrow.
I guess
Tomorrow
I have
night.
to. You're gonna
Like,
ask
can
me
I-
that.
It's at 5 o'clock. How's everybody feel? Are we confident?
Yeah, I'm confident because
Overconfident?
can everyone just say
It's the Caps still.
what was different this year?
We've overcome obstacles
I'm tired
throughout
of that
this
shit.
playoffs.
I
I'm
think
so sick and tired of people being like, "Oh, it's the DC curse," all this shit. I'm like,
it's,
Yeah.
it's
Whatever.
It's fun to play around with though. I mean, like the curse of the Billy Goat, it's fun to say, because curses are fun.
You just like saying goat.
It's because I started
Yes.
watching this year, and that's why.
sorcery and witchcraft always goes against Jesus Christ. So,
right. I agree. You can,
I don't,
what kind of fun is that?
I don't know about that. You know,
It's true though.
Not all the time.
no. I think there can be exceptions. You know.
what are you trying to say?
Like for the Caps.
What do you think's gonna happen? Because right now we're recording Wednesday, the day before we go to DC for Game 4,
We're gonna win.
so people are aware of when we're talking.
It's gonna go to overtime.
do you think's
This is 24 hours before game time.
What do you think's gonna happen? Predictions, go.
Overtime when we win.
I don't think it's going to overtime. I think we win like 4-1.
Yeah, it's not going to overtime.
Might be 3-2, but I see us putting at least. Although that ice is very tricky. The
I was
puck
about to
bounces
say.
around kind of crazy. Might be a high-scoring game.
I don't know a lot about sports in general or like hockey, but
He's a
I
soy.
will
He's
say
a
that
soy
like,
boy.
after the Pittsburgh series, it seemed like the Caps like wanted it more. I think.
Well, even
you
the
know?
Tampa series, we got down, and then it's just we've overcome so many obstacles this playoffs. Like, we've been down, we've been up, we've been down. We beat the Penguins. Like, what did we go 2-0? We went down 2-0 on the Columbus Blue Jackets, right? That was the first series. We were down 2-0. We came back. We won 3 games straight. It only went 6 games. Or did it go 7?
I don't
games?
think it went to Game 7 now.
Yeah, I think it was 6 games. Many of those games, I think 4 or 5 of those games were overtime games. We won that series after being down 0-2. We moved on to Pittsburgh, right? Our arch nemesis. Beat them in 6.
I think it's safe to say that the Caps want the cup as badly as we want
Well,
a cure
and
for
then
sand in the vagina.
Against Tampa, we went up 2-0.
It comes around full circle.
I don't support this.
No, but seriously,
Well,
Yeah.
I think
you cut it early because the next round we played Tampa Bay. You could have brought it up, Tampa Bay sand, but
Damn it!
you blew the opportunity.
You really.
But no,
fucked
we
up
went
top.
we went up 2-0 on Tampa, then lost 3 straight, and then we won 2 in a row, 2 back-to-back shutouts.
And we lost at home too, which was like.
Yeah, we
lot of
won
people
2.
were super
We
nervous
won
about
2
that.
on the road, 2 on the road against Tampa. Went
No,
up 2-0.
The first 2 series, like almost all of them were on the road, weren't they? Like all our wins.
We've been better on the road this playoffs than at home for sure,
Yeah.
by a
think,
large margin.
Just seeing him play against Fleury, because that was like something that I was
That's
kind of
another thing
nervous
too.
about. I was like,
We've made
gosh.
him look like, I don't know, if we put
A
Ricky
school
in goal.
child.
That is rude stuff.
What?
Marc-Andre
is not
Fleury
that
has the
good.
playing ability of a 28-year-old
He's good.
Ricky.
He's really good, but I mean,
So everybody's
it's not
talking
as
about
good as Holtby.
But it's Ricky,
everybody's
you
talking
know?
about the Conn Smythe Trophy. That's the MVP of the playoffs, and everybody's saying, is it Kuznetsov, Ovechkin, Holtby, one of those three? I'm saying it's the post, because how many goals has the post saved us just this series?
That's a really
Like how many times has Vegas rattled one off the post?
Yeah, but that's just dumb luck. Like, Post doesn't score goals.
That's true.
As of yet.
And also,
You got to
Holtby,
get it
you-
in.
like, you- I
Holtby
don't-
has been nasty.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't, like,
He's made
shit
one-
on- that's kind of like disrespectful to Holtby, I feel
Oh
like.
no,
'cause
I mean,
he did
I'm
get
not
lucky
meaning
with
any.
a lot of shots.
I'm not
but, man,
meaning any
he's good.
disrespect. No, he's played out of his mind.
Some
Absolutely.
disrespect in my boo like that.
Christian's gonna start rolling up the sleeves like, just say something again. I swear.
Say something about Holtby.
I got you, Holtby. Don't worry.
Christian just likes that he's a Buddhist or something.
He's really good, too.
He is good.
He was a baseball player, wasn't he?
I don't know. He's
Oh.
from Canada. I don't know how much baseball they play up there. I mean, I know they play some.
I told you I'm not good at sports. So I don't know.
Sports section.
He was more of an inside kid.
No, I always
I'm
watched
just
the
fucking
Caps.
with
Like, I
you.
remember going to a game back in, like, 2001, but...
Pass me a beer. Nobody cares about you going to a game in 2001.
Well, I don't know.
That was
like, I
that
don't,
was
like, follow,
literally like
players and everything.
17
like,
years ago.
There's people who
Yeah.
watch games, and there's people who watch games and watch like
Yeah,
24/7 commentary on it. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've always been the one person who just watched the games, and then like as I grew older, I was like, well, I have more free time.
Yeah,
I'll watch more games now.
I don't
But-
remember players like Jason Worth and like big names, but I don't.
Talking about the Nationals.
Any team.
Just sports in general.
Just like any, yeah.
Dude, don't ask me to name a single like basketball person though.
Do you watch football?
No.
Can you name
Okay.
Can you name a single Capitals player from like back in the 90s? Like when we went to the Cup last time, 98. Can you name anyone from that team?
Dale Hunter.
All right.
That's about it.
Adam Oates.
Uh,
He was our coach not too long ago.
Can you name anyone on
Peter
the
Bondra.
bobsled team?
Oh, and I have Peter Bondra's hat inside.
Peter
Peter
That's what I was
Bondra is
gonna
my
do there.
favorite player of all time.
That
Yeah.
was
What were you saying?
yeah.
Nothing.
Can I name what?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
We have it on recording.
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna see
Yeah. Rewind the tape. You're on the spot.
I didn't say anything. What are we talking about?
All right, so let's talk about again
We're gonna be in DC.
sand and vagina syndrome,
Okay.
SVC. It's a serious problem.
Wait, why is it SVC?
SVS.
Okay, I was like.
I thought syndrome was spelled
SVS,
like
okay.
syndrolical.
Like symmetry.
No, like a circle.
Wait, that's
I thought-
spelled with an
I thought
S
it was gonna
too.
be
like a
Sandy.
circle because it's full
I thought it was
circle.
gonna be Sandy, so it sounded like less.
We should do it spelled with a
That's
Z.
bad.
Zandy. Nah, that sounds bad.
What are we? No, wrong.
See, this is a part of the podcast where I stop listening. I'm just like,
just, like, have
the
the-
rambling. Like,
How is this?
No, but
random?
okay. For Game 4, do you think they're gonna take it or not? I mean, Game
Yeah.
5.
Yes.
Will we be in DC?
I'll
Will
call-
we be sad or happy?
I think
I'll
it's
call
either
it
gonna
a
be
win.
like 5 or 6.
I'll call it a win.
Happy.
Game 5 or 6? So,
So have you seen what Modell's is doing?
no.
Modell's and Dick's Sporting Goods in the DC area.
What a bunch of dicks.
Not selling guns anymore.
That's not what I was gonna say. But
Why? Why even?
but
I don't care about.
No, they're
Guns.
apparently they okay. Apparently they already put up signs saying, "Come pick up your Stanley Cup Championship merchandise tomorrow after the game." Like
Oh,
just
so they've already predicted it. Yeah.
assuming that we're gonna win. Like,
Well, they got to get ready for it. It's just like the same as like the
Yeah,
Stanley
but
Cup tweeted like.
do you think
oh,
it's
gonna
right
be in
to,
Vegas that night? Like,
as a Capitals fan, you know how sensitive we are to. You can't count your chickens before they hatch. Like, we've seen this team royally fuck up some good situations
No, dude. After like
for
the
20
season
something
that they've been
years.
playing, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm so tired of that. Like DC curse. Like
I'm
they're
not
gonna-
saying just a DC curse. I'm saying specifically the Capitals. They are statistically like the best regular season team and also the worst playoff team.
I think.
So you're just wondering if it's wrong to assume at this, like,
Right.
at all. Just
Shouldn't we not say we are Stanley Cup champions until we have the Stanley Cup firmly in our hands?
I don't think anyone's saying that we're Stanley Cup.
Well, Modell's
and Dix
are saying that.
Yeah, but that's a giant corporation. They're just trying to cash out. I'm sure they're doing the same thing in Vegas.
Right. I agree.
True. Modell's and I wonder if they're doing that in Vegas.
And then isn't it, let's say and then the countries in Africa get all the fucking the
loser
Tom Brady shirts
yeah.
New England Patriots.
There's a whole country in Africa that everyone's just wearing Patriot Super Bowl 2018
Brady
champions. He's an international star. They say.
Well, who are you talking about?
Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady. Okay, yeah. See, I'm just really bad at sports.
Tom motherfucking Brady.
Remember the kiss that everyone was talking about to his child?
No.
You don't remember that?
Did he kiss him on the lips or something?
He kissed his kid for an uncomfortably long time, I guess.
What?
He was getting a massage, and the kid asked for something. I can't remember what.
What is an uncomfortably long kiss, and what kind of kiss are we talking? Forehead, lip, nose,
I think that
hugging kiss.
First off,
I think you know what
Tom Brady's kind of like a Europeanish type, so they're kind of weird over there with that type of shit.
Tongue, I think it's fine.
I don't think it's
I mean,
it's his son.
If
he's
everybody
still a little
judged
kid.
me,
I didn't really.
I mean, I don't care either
see
way.
it, I thought it was hilarious how everyone reacted. Oh, he's a disgusting pervert.
Exactly. I'm glad.
But if you see the video, it kind of makes you uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, I understand, but I'm glad you all agree it's okay for me to make out with my 12-year-old niece.
I thought you were gonna say
I
thought you were gonna say your 57-year-old dad.
No. Just for the record, I don't have a 12-year-old niece, and no, I have not made out with her.
So,
yet. I'm holding out. God. I just can't wait until she's old enough to go to prom. I just hope she picks me.
It's okay. Tom Brady said it. We can do this. That's all right. Tom Brady says it. We're good.
Well, guys in Europe, they kiss each other like a bunch of fags.
Yeah?
Cut from the podcast.
Yeah. Can you edit that part out?
Take two.
Yeah, so you're gonna beep that one out in post, right?
If you want me,
No, don't do it.
if you want me to, I will. But
Please don't.
I just hope nobody's mad at me.
who cares if anyone's mad at
I'm
you?
real mad right now.
Well, because you're a fag.
We have Mike on here who says things much worse.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean,
we're good.
did you know 3 out of the 4 people, well, between me, Justin, and Christian, 2 of us have sand in our vaginas.
Fuck off!
And
I thought we were about to get a real fact.
I don't.
You sand vaginaed me. This is gonna become a thing where you're just
Are you sure that you don't have sand in your vagina? Have you gotten tested recently?
Well, yesterday I did an at-home kit, which we've developed through our program.
Those aren't
and
100% reliable, though.
They are 98.9% reliable, though. Look, nothing in this world is going to be 100% reliable. But I am taking the proper precautions to make sure I do not get sand in my vagina.
I think you broke Justin.
Yeah, I can't even concentrate.
I know. I just need
It's a real simple test to use. If people are interested, we give them out for free at Sand Parenthood.
Sand Parenthood.
This is so dumb.
Okay, we got to get it back together, guys.
Why Sand Parenthood? I mean, I know why, but why?
Because, they
The
supposedly take...
parents are the real victims.
All right.
Have you ever seen a baby
feel
born
sick.
with sand at the same time? That's how they get the fucked up eyes like Justin.
What the This got racist real fucking quick. 0 to 100. Jesus Christ.
It was just a joke.
Captain always goes down with his ship. I don't know.
You look good though.
Thanks.
I can't put this out. It's gonna wreck my future senatorial career.
Did you know Christian Shearer is friends of a?
They'd be looking at old videos of me like I'm fucking Stephen Miller or some shit.
So our 10-year high school reunion's coming up, right? I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, right, Justin.
I thought it'd be fun.
Why are you laughing so hard?
It's ridiculous. Yes.
All right, let's
Oh
calm
my
down, guys.
God.
Hey, we're gonna take a break, everybody.
What?
We're gonna go smoke a cigarette and
Oh,
relax.
no.
In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and play part of our promotional audio
Santa
for you.
Vagina audio?
Yeah, so
No.
we're gonna go smoke a cigarette.
We don't do smoke breaks.
Can I go do a smoke break?
Do you want to use no? This is.
I really do.
I just hope this is heavily edited.
Oh no.
No, it's not.
It all goes out. I mean, the beginning and the end, it's edited, but all this, it's gonna be some creamy meat for everyone to.
Some creamy meat for the 65 viewers.
I don't know what my meat creamy.
Did you know if you marry somebody with sand in the vagina, you will never get to know what creamy meat feels like.
It goes both ways.
Oh, fuck.
So, like I said, our high school reunion is coming up. I thought it'd be interesting to say how we all met each other.
Do you
Well, you
remember how-
were
even
wrong.
remember
That's
how
not
we-
interesting.
Wrong. Wrong.
Incorrect.
Wrong.
You have somebody hit the wrong button. Wrong.
Do you,
Not
do you
interesting.
remember how we met?
Yeah, in the bus.
Really?
The back of the bus.
I didn't really ride the bus in elementary school.
Really?
No. I lived right by.
Yeah, you just walked.
Marshall.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you're
sure.
right behind there.
Either way, I met you through Bobby somehow, because
My dad used to drive me in the mornings. 'cause
Yeah.
he would do it
What
on the
did
way
he?
to work.
What did he say to the kids standing at the bus stop?
Yeah,
as he drove
that's
by?
like one of my favorite
Sketchadoo!
stories.
Or
Yeah.
something.
you're what?
He would just shout at there'd be like kids waiting at the bus stop because it was at the end of our street, and for some stupid ass reason, like you had to wait at the bus stop when our elementary school was literally like on the other side of the hill, like
Mm-hmm.
So your
Like-
dad just drove you
like
to school,
25,
right?
50 feet away. Yeah, so my dad would just drive me, so I wouldn't have to like wait outside, I guess, for a bus. And it was on his way to work, so it was like whatever. But like there'd be the kids at the bus stop, and every time we drive past, he would like wave and just shout like "Ibi da!" like at all the little kids.
Ibi da!
And it was like just some stupid like inside thing with us, like and we just laugh like we just shouted some nonsense at kids. But then eventually the kids started like waving at us and shouting "Ibi da" back, and it was just me and my dad just cracked up laughing because it was
It's hilarious.
yeah, shouting gibberish at each other. But you know,
So
the
you-
message gets across.
But you
Hey, how
don't
you doing? Like
shopping up. But you don't remember how we met?
on a bus?
I think that's what I know.
Back seat windows up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was on. Well, it was in elementary school. It had to
Yeah,
be.
you went to.
We both went to Marshall.
Yeah.
We all went to. Well, you didn't go to
Except
Marshall because
Justin,
you were
yeah.
still in Hawaii. But
Still picking
I
that
met
last
Johnny-
piece of sand out of his vagina.
I met Johnny in fourth
They
grade.
quarantine you before you can come to the mainland.
Exactly.
You and I met through Cub Scouts.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Through-
really?
We didn't meet before that.
No,
It was Cub
It was
Scouts.
Cub
I
Scouts.
remember. Yeah,
Because I think I
remember,
did
like,
Cub Scouts before I went to Marshall, right?
So
Because I didn't go to Marshall until 4th grade.
it must no, because I started Cub Scouts in fourth grade.
Okay, so that's when we met.
So I met you first, then you, and then you. So like down the line.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because it was 4th grade when you.
And I moved.
Miss Phillips' class with the lizard.
Yeah.
I moved to this area in 3rd grade. And 3rd grade is when I met like you, Bobby, Jay, Andrew.
Do you think teachers are allowed to have lizards now? Still these days?
Yeah.
Think so?
What are
Yeah.
lizards like harmful to
I'm just saying.
students
like,
and teachers?
You think? No.
I feel like
we haven't nerfed the world.
this
yet.
generation
Like, you
is
still
coming
have
up is
lizards
way
and-
different than
They still have class pets
us.
and shit.
you. Sure?
I'm not sure. I haven't stepped into a middle school since. Or no,
You
elementary
liar!
School, like,
You liar!
Well, that's
Yeah.
because
You
that's
liar!
that's because
Oh,
it's the
yeah.
law for you to be.
You're right. You only do
You're
that.
not legally prohibited.
You only do
allowed
that
to-
because of the court order.
Yeah.
All right, I brought that on myself.
I think Johnny, you were one of my first friends when I moved here.
Yeah. High five, bro.
And the thing was, like, since I wasn't used to like a normal school like this, so I lived in Hawaii, and
Right, where everybody was like Malakahiki.
I went to.
And they got like tribal tats and
then I
no
went-
shirt on.
I went to school on base too, but like everyone's just friends because there's just, like not that many kids on base.
Yeah.
You went to school
So-
in Vegas?
On base.
Oh,
You're
on
military.
base.
In Quantico.
You know, he's hitting the slot machines while learning
I
typing
don't know. I
in
just heard
English.
Vegas
The thing
is
is,
really
like, you and
hard.
Aaron were like the friendliest to me,
Yeah.
but I didn't know like.
I mean, that
how
was
it- how
our
it
crew kind of
was.
back then. Me, you, and
Yeah.
Aaron.
Aaron
and
Ledbetter?
then-
Yeah.
Like I remember, I was hesitant to be friends with
We
Aaron.
just hang
at
out all the
first.
time back. It was like the
Like-
summer after 6th grade, like the first year you were here. Like I think we just
I was
hung
here
out a
like
bunch.
during eighth grade.
How'd you meet? Aaron?
8th grade
Yeah.
must have been the summer after 8th grade,
Yeah.
and we were just
Oh, okay. Through middle school.
yeah.
But yeah, you were.
Me
the
and
fir-
Aaron had
Man.
a bunch of classes together. I mean that's
Yeah, you were one of the
That's
first
how
people
we
to like
got
talk to me at all.
yeah.
And Aaron was too, but Aaron, he looked like a nerd. So I was like, I don't know if I should be friends with this dude. He was kind of like a fucking nerd, man. But then I learned he was cool and stuff. And
yeah.
What was it like in Hawaii?
I mean,
Were you like the?
Malakahiki, bro.
I had my friends
Shaka.
that I knew from like elementary school, and they.
Were you like the shit in Hawaii?
I used to
Because you were
be.
taller than everyone.
All my friends that I was like friends with in elementary school, and then I went back, and it's like they were all like bullies basically. They would like
Bullies.
take people's lunch money and shit.
Meth
That's
heads.
what they were.
But they wouldn't take my money because they were like, so, "Oh, I'll bet my best friend Justin or whatever." But I didn't hang out with them. You know, I just didn't get my money taken, even though I hung out with like the nerdy kids that did.
But
Did you
you
spend a
moved
lot
here
of
in
time on the beach
2002,
when
right?
you were down there?
Well,
No,
like,
go ahead.
I said you moved here in 2002, right?
what?
I'm not good with
I
dates.
moved here. My very first time moving here was when I was in 4th grade, and then I did 5th grade, and then 6th grade was Hawaii, and then part of 7th grade was Hawaii, and then I moved here. All 7th grade was in Hawaii, and then I moved
8th grade.
here in 8th grade. And
Yeah, me,
So
you,
that's
and
like
Aaron had
2003.
me, you, and Aaron had that one class together. What was it? We would dick around the whole time. It was science in 8th grade.
I feel like we had a few classes together.
Yeah, maybe it was.
We did have. I think we had science and like home ec too.
Yeah,
That's so
that's
weird.
right.
Something.
I don't really remember really like.
They-
I
they-
didn't even been to
They
that much
teamed us
until,
up.
Like,
They teamed us up and made you cook in
Yeah.
home ec, and like I would fix the lawnmower.
Yeah.
It was cute.
I think.
So you guys got the gay couple module.
I think me and you were just like acquaintances for a while, and then
Okay.
freshman.
Right, like you do
freshman
coke with each
science-
other every now and then.
Freshman science is when we started to become friends. When you got put in that class, right? Freshman science. It was like.
Yeah, it was earth
Yeah,
science.
that's when we started being like good friends. So then.
Yeah, because I had a really like awesome class with a bunch of people
Yeah.
that like I could
And
laugh
you
with
got
and joke
kicked out.
with, and then they like someone like switched my fucking schedule, and then
Yeah.
I got put into
With me.
your science
Yeah,
class.
fuck off.
And there was like,
It
and there
was
was
fun, dude.
literally
Come
like
on.
Justin and like nobody else. It was a fucking like
Yeah, that's
social
fun, though,
like,
right? Come
That
on.
sucks. man.
desert. Like yeah.
Alright, and then
You're like a little cacti in the middle of a desert.
Me and Ricky, I think we were just
Justin
acquaintances
was
too
my
in middle
oasis.
school. Like we weren't friends in middle school.
No, because I remember talking to you in middle school through like Eric Glass, I think it was.
We
like
had
I said,
we had Cub Scouts with Scott
and
Shin
Scott-
Shin
Mm-hmm.
and Doug
Is that-
Mosley, whatever.
Mosley.
Yeah.
One of them came into my restaurant the other day and was like, "Hey, what's up? We had Cub Scouts together." I was like, "Oh, cool. What's up, man?" And then I just like walked away. I didn't know who it was.
So big gulps, eh? See you later.
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like I high school, I think we started talking more. But I remember talking to you in middle
Yeah.
school, and then high school. I remember is the
I think we became friends when I started. Like, I just randomly went over to your. Like, I rode your bus with Eric.
yeah.
To your house, and that's when we started being friends.
I feel like
Yeah.
we shouldn't drop so many people's like last names and first names on
Who
the
cares?
podcast.
Yeah.
Eric Glass.
yeah. Like,
He's a cool guy. I wish he
We're
would
not
hang
saying
out
anything
more.
bad
sure
or.
doesn't want like 4 assholes talking about like.
How
high
did
school.
we meet? I don't even remember.
Well, you guys was through Gay for Pay, right?
Grinder something.
Yeah, because they had
feel like
that.
you were,
Have
like,
you seen
friends
his
with
phone?
Ricky.
Have you seen his phone?
Yeah, true.
Huh?
I feel like you were friends with like Ricky and who else? I don't know who else back then.
Christian Sire.
Bobby.
Who was your?
Bobby maybe.
Yeah, it might have been through Bobby. Who was your 4th grade teacher?
Miss Dean. I remember her.
Ooh, she was the hot one with
Dean.
braces, right?
Yeah, she could get it.
Yeah, she was cute.
I remember like she came into one class and
I used to pretend
was
many
like-
a pillows were.
this is
Miss
like the
Dean.
first season of like Survivor. She came into class and
The first season of Survivor.
well,
Why
this is
would-
important because she
Why
came
is
into
this- why is
class.
your timeline. Like, your timeline reference. First
I remember everything by like the season of Survivor that it was.
I graduated during season 16.
Yeah, right. No,
Season 17 was a rough time.
yeah, we're coming up on the 21st season.
I started cutting myself during season 7 of Survivor.
Whoa.
That got deep.
The reason I said that was because she came into class and she was really upset because someone got like voted off the island, and it was like her favorite person. And
That's so cute. Was his name Chad?
she started crying.
You started
She cried.
crying.
Good.
And she no,
Dumb.
I think she said like who else cried when Grace or whatever was voted off,
Oh my god.
and no one else raised their hands. Everybody else is like.
And she
Survivor?
started crying.
Like, I'm like in 4th grade. I
You
don't
raised
watch.
your hand.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, I raised my hand.
I can relate, Miss Theen. I can come for you.
She was a
That's
great
funny.
teacher though.
You're a
Yeah, she
great
seemed fun.
teacher.
She was great because
She
she
went
was
to
like
my
fresh
church.
into it.
She went to my church.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in.
She really?
Yeah.
She told us a story about how she. Oh God. I'm sorry, Miss Theen, but like she told a story about how she made brownies for a church like potluck or something.
Uh-huh.
But she cleaned her cat's litter box beforehand, and she didn't wash her hands at all. And she made the brownies, and she was like, by the time I realized that my hands were like dirty, probably like filthy with cat piss, like
Jesus.
everybody was eating the brownies already. I couldn't like knock them out of people's hands or
It's like
anything.
that Would You Rather with the fucking cat. The
It
cat
should
shit.
be.
wonder if I ate one of those brownies.
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh man.
Did you eat any?
I didn't go to church.
I went
Okay,
to
that was-
I went to the
Really?
same church as her.
Your name is Christian. How do you not go to church?
So it was named after my uncle, not a
Not you,
religion.
Ethan.
Have I ever told you about my
Start
idea
naming kids
for
after
a-
religions. This is Islam. This is Buddhism.
yeah.
All right, so I have this idea. We're gonna open up an art exhibit, or we're gonna open up a Christian youth center in DC, right?
You gonna have a youth center?
And it's just gonna be, when you go in, it's just gonna be a bunch of pictures of Christian when he was a kid, like
Yeah,
framed on the
but you
walls.
got the Christian Sire
No,
Youth Center. You
the
know?
Christian Youth Center.
Okay, all right. I think that's gonna be taken though. You know, like I think this is taken.
We can use it.
That's like saying library's taken. Like,
Right, exactly.
say the real Christian Youth Center.
That was enough to make him laugh. That was so stupid.
I don't know. I was just thinking of like at real. the real. Alright, we got a paper towel. Am I allowed to smoke cigarette? Can we take a cigarette break?
What? No, we're almost done.
It's almost done.
We've got like
Almost done. How long does this take?
what? I don't know. It can take anywhere. It can like I guess
Should
like
I
an
get
hour.
something to clean this up.
It's fine.
No clean
It's just a
up.
bunch of electrical equipment.
Yeah.
Really expensive
Covered in
shit.
gear.
No big deal.
It's fine.
Just use my sweatshirt over there. Thing's dirty already,
Wait, make
anyways.
sure it's his,
We'll
then
worry
not
about
mine.
it. All right, whatever.
Make sure it's his.
Yeah,
not
use
mine.
my. I got the white zipper.
We'll worry about it later.
We'll worry about that in post.
The real Christian.
We
Post
could.
prod.
I lost where we are. What the hell made Johnny spit up?
There's gonna be so much stupid
Christian
reminiscing
idiot.
shit that like people are gonna be watching this podcast like I don't
get
know
it.
any of these people. These references mean nothing to me.
Right.
That's why we got to explain them when. Whoa, I'm really close to my mic. Yes, we.
I think,
very
I think
intimate.
that's the way Mike likes it.
Real close.
That was bad.
Was it?
So you don't remember how
I
we
take
met?
that one back.
On a school bus? I don't think so.
How did we meet?
It's probably like at recess or something. Like
Did you bump into him and then he helped you pick up
Are
his
those
books?
real
and then
words?
then your eyes like locked and you know.
and I just love it.
And then Christian was like, "Can I have? You want one of my animal crackers?"
No, Ricky,
Yeah.
Ricky looked into Christian's eyes, and it was like the first time he heard the Beatles.
Damn.
Wow. And he
That's
hadn't even heard the
powerful
Beatles
stuff.
at that point yet.
I'm not even that big a fan of the Beatles.
You look like you are.
That basically sums up our relationship.
There you go.
It was just like the
Jesus.
Beatles, but I like the Beatles, Christian. I still have tears running down my fucking face.
Stop
Why?
crying, you crybaby.
Can you hear me? Like
What? Yes.
you can.
You have to
Okay.
talk into the front of that microphone, not
The front.
Yeah.
Front. Front.
Oh, this is a
Front.
disaster.
You sound
I
good.
warned you.
What else should we talk about?
Polar bears and how much sand they have in their vaginas. It's quite amazing for a creature that doesn't ever see sand in their lifetime.
Why did we even give a shit about polar bears and having sand in their vagina?
No, they suck.
If we're working on a cure for the
I
human,
mean, what have they given
sand
us
vagina.
besides a sugary drink that has made half this country obese?
I don't think they actually made Coke. You know,
I think they did. I
feel like that's just like.
I think you're trying to displace blame for
So-
big business.
What else should we talk
the
about?
Big polar bear.
I'm done already.
I'm just seeing where this goes now.
You
because
guys-
it's stupid.
Is that's what you do? Like you're the host, but you just like sit back,
and do nothing.
get all the guests fucked up,
You're-
and see where it goes.
That's what it feels like right now.
You don't have any like questions that you ask us or
I do. I usually prepare beforehand, but this was literally just like we were outside. We're like, well, do you want to do a podcast? And then this is the result.
he
my
said,
idea, you know.
he said he usually
So
prepares,
sorry.
but
The
he ran out of
result
lotion.
is the best episode.
Yeah, this is gonna be number one.
I'm just kidding. It's probably gonna be like
Number one.
top
Yeah.
20.
It's okay. Only 3 people will view this one.
No.
Only 3 people will view
You
this.
twice and me once.
Oh, I'm
Just
gonna
gonna
jer-
go and watch on all the devices.
I'm gonna jerk off to
Yep,
it at
exactly.
least once. You know, so
I
thought that's why we do this, right?
Said. Yeah, yeah.
You're like fucking Christian Bale in American Psycho, just like in the mirror. Marilyn Manson is actually really smart. I read his autobiography when I worked at Borders, and
So what's gonna happen is it's gonna clip from where we decided to end, where you guys went to go smoke a cigarette, and then it's gonna start back off with Christian just saying Marilyn Manson's actually a pretty smart man.
what do you what does the video look like?
I haven't looked at it.
I thought you
Yeah.
had it on your.
Oh no,
computer.
it's on my phone because
Uh,
it goes to my Bluetooth.
What are you looking on your computer then?
The sound wave.
Why?
To see
'Cause,
how it sounds
Like
late.
if you can.
You just gonna pour beer all over.
Ricky Smash.
Luckily, these are.
I was trying to
empty 'cause I'm
show
an
you like
alcoholic.
the sound like.
Yeah,
So
keep-
it's like
keep
it
going.
just shows the waves like going up and down, like whether people are talking or not. It just picks up noise. It's like the visual version of what your ears are doing.
Yeah, but it.
Right. Yeah.
I make sure everything's because like. God damn it, man! This is the worst podcast.
Best podcast ever.
So I just wanted a podcast. I didn't want to think.
Podcast number 1.
No, because like if I weren't doing this, I would have noticed that when the application shut down,
Oh, okay.
it well not only that, but when the application shut down, it stopped using this, and I tried recording again, and it was recording everything through my computer microphone.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so it's
gonna
gonna be
sound
really
like
great.
shit.
Yeah, that would. So luckily, I had to start everything back over and put it back through here, and now everything is set up again. And if I weren't looking at
Interesting.
that, I would have never known.
So everything is good though.
Everything's good now. Everything's awesome. We can start again at any moment. We'll start again now.
How riveting!
Yeah, what a great story that was. Wherever we left off from. So how did we meet again?
I don't know. I told you I don't remember.
Who cares? Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody
Alright.
wants to hear that.
Where do you want to start? What do you guys want to pick back up on now?
Let's
Like
talk
I said,
about the
I've-
Eagles and the
Nobody gives
Well,
a
no,
fuck.
I don't wanna.
Shut the fuck up.
About Philly fans, like punching horses and eating shit off the floor.
well
Okay,
like
that's a little
the
disgusting.
So when
honestly.
the Philadelphia
Yeah,
Eagles
yeah.
won the
Let's-
Super Bowl,
like
all the
something light.
disgusting filth in the world, meaning Philadelphia, people in Philadelphia,
Okay.
they got together in the streets and they punched horses and ate shit off the ground, and they probably cost their city like millions in damage.
All right, I'm not
But-
defending Philly in any way.
No,
or
and you
the-
shouldn't. You shouldn't,
But-
because Philly sports fans are literally the worst people on earth. Like, it goes Philly sports fans, ISIS.
But to say they were all
Bashar
eating horse shit when it was
al-Assad,
only just
Kim
one guy,
Jong-un.
right? Like,
What Ricky is saying is,
Yeah, no,
if
that's
the
you're
Caps
right.
win tomorrow, I'm gonna eat horse shit.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get. Is like I'm gonna out horse shit the horse shit eater.
No.
You think anyone's gonna eat
All I
horse
have
shit
to say
in DC?
is
No.
that Philly sports fans
make
are the
sure.
worst human beings on the
I'll be
earth.
patrolling the area.
I
for
think
horse shit
people. I
eaters.
think there's like individuals that eat shit like on a regular night in DC and don't even know. Like, so if it happens, it's
Have you,
what,
have you ridden
Caps
the
won? I don't
metro
know.
after
Is that
10
what you
p.m.?
do?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
No, I don't.
Why don't you go eat shit then, Christian? Huh?
You're
There's a
really-
lot of like crackheads and
You're
stuff.
a
in
feisty little Hawaiian.
I'm not Hawaiian. First off,
What do you
Second
call
off-
flip?
I was trying to think of like a kill away like joke.
What do you call flip
Popping
flops
off
in
like that.
Hawaii? Then
slippers.
you're Hawaiian.
Okay, slippers.
Slippers. Yeah, you guys are cool.
Put on my slippers.
Head down to the beach and catch some waves, bro.
That's
Locals only.
that's not anything that they would say or
What
something.
up, Shuby?
Can we just kick this guy off? Like,
If you want,
yeah,
you can kick me off anytime, little man.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Johnny.
I love you too.
I don't even know what to do with this episode.
I just want
There's
to.
gonna be a lot of editing.
I just want to.
I've never had to edit one before, really.
And fuck the
Really?
shit
Well,
out of
well,
it.
you can edit this one nice.
I know how to like jump cut edit to the point where we can get rid of all the other stuff, but
Everything is important.
Can you get rid of like
Just put like the
my bad shit?
the like fadeaway where like the screen pauses and then it goes like
like
it spins into like nothingness.
Like the
And
one
now
in
we're
Twin
at this
Power
point of the
one.
conversation.
The one in Twin Power effect, you know?
I will try my hardest to make that happen because I love editing dumb shit into it. Like,
All right,
yeah, that'd
so
be cool.
what's happening in the world? What are we discussing?
let's just go.
now?
Let's wrap around back to the Caps and then we'll end the
No,
end the Caps.
let's not talk about.
You
the
don't want to talk about
Caps.
the
I don't
Caps?
want
No,
the Caps
I don't want
anymore.
to talk about the Caps. They've literally consumed the last 2 months of my life,
Yeah, I feel like we
Like-
need to talk about something
and they're still consuming
else.
Yeah, but it's
Well-
fun consumption.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I think a more productive conversation would
'Cause-
be the discussion of SVS, and its causes, preventative measures, and the fact that we need research to discover why this is happening
God
to
damn it.
young men, specifically all
How did this
around
happen?
the globe.
Why?
How it happened to men
You've been
more
hijacked.
often than women.
It specifically happens more so to men. 2 out
Okay.
of 3 men will experience sand in the vagina by the time they are in first grade.
Okay, but women, why don't women have this problem being that they are usually the
Something
inherent
about
ones
natural
with the vagina?
instinct into avoiding the insertion of sand.
Oh, I see. So while the females
It's
are
biological. It's
fine,
instinct.
the males are just
It's
like in there
instinct.
just, like shoveling sand up their
Right.
vaginas.
And it might
Gotcha.
have something to do
Okay.
with all the cocks that are just getting rammed up there and pulling all the sand out.
Oh, true. I didn't even think about that from all the force, right? It would
Right.
just like
Like,
crumble out.
it kind of looks like a shovel, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what you're doing when you.
Oh. Okay.
That's why it doesn't, because it really doesn't affect men until they're in their late 20s, early 30s, when symptoms get serious, right? So by that time, women have had enough.
What do you want to talk about, Ricky?
Let's just run with this. So tell me more.
Right. So by the time women are in their
We're in the thick of
Late
it already. Might as
20s.
well just go with it.
right, by the time women are in their late 20s, early 30s, they've had enough cocks up there to shovel out all the sand.
Right.
Men don't have that.
Right. So
You
it's like
know,
they're
so-
pretty much getting mined away, like all their sand.
Right, we're taking it out.
Okay. What about gay guys? I guess it.
They're not getting fucked in the vagina.
Yeah. Wouldn't that like?
So a man's vagina isn't visible to
Wouldn't
the
the
eye.
seismic activity from that? From
Sand
getting
doesn't
around
discriminate.
Cause the sand to come out from the vagina.
To be quite frankly, gay men have more sand in the vaginas than straight men.
Oh, so there's something to be studied there. I feel like.
I mean, look at the way they walk.
Yeah. Okay.
How do they walk?
Like a
This
gay
is
man.
not used. None of this is usable.
Okay, come on. You haven't seen the way they walk?
I feel like
This
I feel like when you get really close to the mic, it's kind of like a sweaty balls skit.
Sweaty
I feel
balls.
like when I get really close to the mic, Christian's a fucking bitch.
That was just, I don't know why you did
No, getting close to the mic doesn't make a
Sorry.
difference.
Oh, you're a bitch either way.
that. You can still feel it.
I am what I am.
Okay. Alright.
All right, but
You ever listen
Alright.
to like radio shows where you can hear the people like,
Yes.
Welcome to Burpod 101.3. Then here we are
Welcome
today
to
with
Burp.
guests Johnny, Christian, Johnny, and Justin. We have a lot of
Ooh,
interesting
Girl
topics
Scout
we would like to get
cookies.
into today. First of all, Christian is a landowner down in Texas who likes to whip children. Johnny is here
specifically
from
black children.
has Ryan ever put his mouth on this
Wow.
microphone?
Yes.
Ryan's actually.
Can you
licked it
smell
all
it?
Over. He's actually put his dick all
I
over.
can smell the
himself.
Ryan on this microphone.
All right, tell you, we have two options I can do with this episode. Since there's, I can edit it and chop it up into like a one-off special,
No.
or we can just make the official 83rd episode and just put it all
You can
out
make
there.
it available
How much time
with
is
a
on it
purchase
right
of
now?
an $80.
I feel like we've been talking for a long
cup.
time.
It's been recording for an hour. We have about like 45, 50 minutes worth of us actually talking.
What's your longest episode?
An hour and a half.
I think we got that beat, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
It's up to you.
Like, let's beat it.
I don't know. We talked about a lot of weird shit.
Sand and vagina.
Editing is gonna play a factor.
I was not ready for this episode.
You weren't.
No,
You brought this on yourself.
I know.
Brought that
I
sand
was
all
not.
over yourself.
That's all right. Then you can drop it on Sunday, right? That gives you a few days.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said,
Drop it like it's
this will
hot.
be-
Oh wait, it's Sunday. It's Sunday in TV lands.
You made me
It's
question
a-
for a second. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Alright, it's Wednesday.
we'll just have a.
With all the editing you do, though, it's probably only going to be like 25, 30 minutes.
Maybe. No, it'll be more than 30 minutes.
You won't have to edit that much.
It's just going to be a lot of jump cuts where it'll be like, we'll also be like,
How dare
so,
you.
sand vagina, and also like, Pokemon. Like, it'll jump to that.
Pokemon?
It's just, I'll work my magic. You guys will see what I'll turn this into.
I guess I will.
I've seen you work your magic. It's not as magical as I expected.
How do we end this
It's not
now?
as magical as you think. Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know. There's been no like common theme in anything we've talked about. How do
No.
you end it?
Usually I find somewhere just segued into it, like, and that's about time to wrap it up.
Should have done that after my fag comment.
And that's about time to wrap it up. We'll be ending it here, folks. Have a good day.
And on that note, let's wrap things up.
Are you just gonna cut to us laughing, saying like, and on that note?
Nope, it's gonna have Johnny's fag comment.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
It's gotta
There's
happen,
like a high note at the
content,
end.
man.
Like, really?
Yeah, content, bro.
Everybody's gonna hate me because
You're fine.
Oh, everyone hates
Because
me.
you're so easy to hate.
I'm really not though. I'm really easy to like if you give it a chance.
Especially sitting next to Justin.
What?
Sitting next to me increases your likelihood of being liked.
You
'Cause you're
meant
like-
sand and vagina.
The audience got it.
I don't have sand.
We're gonna have to do a take 2 where we actually.
Where we actually finish it up.
Yeah, we actually go through a whole episode. I prepare a week in advance, so I think of questions in my head to actually think of.
You should
Let's
be.
call this the
You
beta
should be a better
episode.
host. I'll say that. If there's one thing that was wrong with this show, it
It
wasn't.
was just last minute. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
No, that's my fault.
Just call this the beta version of this episode, okay?
I will say that.
You're
I
a
feel
beta
like,
version.
Ready to throw down.
I'm not scared.
Oh, that actually hurt.
You were saying?
Your ear hurt?
I just want Justin to put the earphones on before I say this. It's not. It feels like I'm cheating on Ryan being here right now.
No,
Because
I
he's
feel-
not here. Like Ryan's been here since the beginning.
Yeah, you're
like-
inserting your ears into his headphones. You're licking the tip of his mic.
Yep. Both correct.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ryan won't mind.
I just hope he doesn't get pink ear from my ears.
Pink ear.
He might actually. He's
Pink
prone to
ear.
pink ear. So. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had that problem.
It's okay. He has medication. It's an ointment.
Oh, I'm gonna have to borrow some.
You're gonna have to lick it off Johnny's ass.
It's not hummus, okay?
Oh, we didn't. Even,
It is.
We didn't talk about those videos. Like,
No,
everyone's gonna be like, "What? What is
All right,
your
look.
fascination with licking shit off Johnny's ass?"
Let's explain that to the audience.
I mean,
then
have you
first.
seen the ass? It's kind of nice, right?
But so the audience, so the audience is not out of the dark. So we finally end
7
on
out of
something.
10.
So a long time ago, Ryan was really drunk, and Johnny had hummus, and Johnny said, "How much do you like hummus?" Enough to eat off his ass. And
No,
Ryan-
all right, hold on. You're not doing it. You're not giving the story justice.
all right,
though.
let's give it
Yeah.
justice. Let's.
It's
A long time ago.
Ryan was
we
sit-
were
I
all
bought-
drunk.
I
long,
bought-
long time
All right,
ago.
all right. I bought this hummus from 7-Eleven or Food Line or
Sabras.
whatever. Yeah, what was it called?
Sabras.
Sabra's hummus with the little pretzel sticks or whatever.
Yep.
Fucking
And
point,
Ryan was
right?
drunk. You know, he was, I don't know, maybe half a bottle of Jack Daniels and some beer.
Okay.
And
It's a lot.
he was eating it probably wasn't that much, but
You guys have talked about this, right?
Yeah,
he,
Okay.
he,
it's on my Instagram.
he was
That's
eating
true, too.
he was eating my hummus with the pretzel things and he was like, "I love hummus." I said, "Oh yeah? How much do you love hummus?" He was like, "I really love hummus."
We were all like 7 or 8 beers deep. Like,
These are funny, dude.
We all agree, like, yeah, Ryan really loves hummus.
Yeah. So I was
I
like,
know where this is going. He really loves hummus.
I said, "Do you love hummus enough to eat it off my ass?" And he looked at me. He was like,
With curious eyes.
he had a
no, with dead, drunk eyes.
no, he
Yes.
no, he had a pause. There was a pause. He was like,
Yes.
"Yes." Like it was an affirmative yes.
Okay.
I would eat hummus off your ass.
Make sure you consent.
So
right?
I called his bluff, undid my belt, pulled my pants down, wiped some hummus
a
on
lot
my.
of hummus.
I wiped some hummus on my right butt cheek,
Yeah.
and I said, "There you go."
Okay.
And then the video explains the rest.
Yep.
Eat the hummus off his ass.
You can
That
see
was some
that.
good
Ricky,
footage,
what's your
too.
Instagram? Go ahead, throw that.
The
out there.
Rickles.
At the Rickles.
I'm
You
not gonna give a link to it because I want people to dig and find
You will
it.
have to scroll quite a
And
ways
also-
to find it.
If
You
do
said
the
you-
website,
you-
it's
you
Instagram
called his
or social
bluff.
media, like-
There was no bluff.
Yeah,
he did love hummus.
he wanted that from the start.
I don't know if he loves hummus that much, but
He loved his
drunk
time.
Ryan loved hummus that
Let's
much.
just say that his
And can we just give this man right here to my left, Christian Sear, a round of
applause
applause?
for
Did you not
filming
see
that.
the way that he filmed that? You could go out
Perfect
to
angle.
you could go out to
Oh, you
Hollywood
filmed that,
and
Christian?
film porn very
What the-
easily.
You are such a good.
Did you not see?
filmist.
Did you see the
Really?
video? The way
Yeah.
he's like, "I don't have this angle anymore," and he adjusts himself in
Yeah.
the camera
Real
to
time.
get real time to
Yeah.
get the
I looked at
good
the time and I was
angle.
like, it's real time.
and
wow.
you see that tongue just slap onto that big
Uh-huh.
white moon and just
Yeah.
scoop
And
that
then
hummus
you
right
struggle
off
to
the
pull your pants
surface.
up while you stuff hummus on
you have
your
an eye
ass.
for telling story through visuals, Christian.
You are so good with the
If
camera.
if there were any person that I would ask to videotape Ryan eating hummus off my ass, it would be you, Christian.
That's an honor.
It-
Oh, I'd
want
be
you
happy to.
Can you videotape my wedding?
I probably could.
All
I'll
right.
get it right in there.
Wait, are you eating
who the,
hummus off?
who the fuck's gonna marry you?
You gonna eat hummus in your
No.
wedding?
I'll marry you.
No hummus.
No, okay.
Fuck up.
Well,
Alright.
on that note,
No, shut up. I got one more beer left.
It's gonna keep going.
No, we're done.
We're going. No.
The crazy train has not.
this has been the most Johnny-centric podcast ever.
We gotta be done.
Well, I guess it is the only
It's the
podcast.
only Johnny podcast ever.
We gotta be done.
Why?
I have to pee really bad.
Go piss.
But I
Ain't nobody stopping you.
I mean, we're already chopping up this thing and editing anyways already. Might as
Nobody ever needs to hear this except for like us and maybe 2 other people on the face of this earth. Like, you're not giving this to the public. I hope you know that.
What? It's already recorded.
It doesn't matter. You can't release it.
There's good bits.
You can release the bits where I don't say fag and, Justin not eyes are the result of sand and vagina during birth.
All right, how about I'll edit it and send it to you, and I'll try and be as tasteful as possible.
I'm not trying to be the cover of like Drudge Report tomorrow.
Because
Local nobodies record podcasts.
white guy says fag.
Right, exactly. I don't want people to get mad at me for saying fag because
Oh Lord.
I like gay people actually.
Dude, Sharma says it way, way too often on this fucking podcast.
I'm gonna grab that Miller Lite.
Pussy boy.
There's some
We
in
got
there.
some hazy.
Oh, you do. Never mind.
Never mind. No, seriously though, I feel like you stole that from my closet when I was like, I don't know, in 6th grade. It was like my Easter Sunday shirt.
I don't care as long as I'm not.
Let's see your pits. Whoo! That's a dark blue.
Nervous, man. This shit goes out into the internet, into the world. And people from fucking
I
like,
know. And I said fag, so you gotta.
like Thailand
Protect
could
me
be
there.
listening to this shit. You don't know who watches.
I said
things
fag,
on the
too.
Internet.
I just read an article just
I
like.
said fags. And...
I just read an article calling like Caps fans.
Congratulations, Ricky. I'm gonna give Ricky a fucking round of applause for saying that.
He's so strong. How did he find the courage to do it?
Yeah.
Fag.
Sure.
It's cute how it says straw.
Let's get on with the bash you up in the fucking head with this.
I can eat it.
You know what episode you need to be on,
What
Johnny?
next?
Huh.
Is a Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Mm.
How's that work? Let's do it now.
It's a
Wait.
would you rather.
We get the mushroom scale out, and then we also think of 4 to 5 would you rather questions when we go around the table
What's the
answering.
mushroom scale?
What the fuck is a mushroom scale? That's all I'm
They
saying.
don't have. You have to watch a would you rather episode.
Do we have the mushrooms?
Go to the website.
If you grab the iPad.
www.birdpod.com.
in your room, right?
The mushroom scale is Christian's vagina. He'll tell you how
There's a
big that
tag.
shit is.
God
would you
damn
rather
it.
episodes, okay?
I can verify your mushroom size.
With one insertion.
It's to end.
What does?
The camera ran out of fucking footage.
I don't care.
Okay, so we're
We're
done.
still talking.
Wait, can we replace the battery in there?
No, it ran out of memory.
The memory chip.
Can we replace the memory chip?
I only have that one.
Fuck.
Who cares? It's all audio at this point. If you want to see the live
Wait, we're
footage,
not
you
done.
got to sign up for our mug club.
$20.
All
$20
proceeds go to help Sandy Vaginas.
$20 a month, $15 for students and veterans.
This will be a bonus episode then. That will be released only to.
That
Me.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is this a good episode? Like,
Probably not.
In all honesty, if we didn't keep taking breaks and stopping and stuff, and
Speaking of which,
it
can I
would have been perfect. It would have
smoke
been.
a cigarette?
now we only have I mean, basically when it ends, I feel like now there's
Yeah.
no like.
Can
we
can
might as well end it.
can we modify the shed to do this so we can smoke while we do it?
Yes.
We don't even have the camera footage to do the next week's
Yeah.
episode preview.
Just delete all the footage. I don't want people to see me anyway. They're gonna call me like a nothing.
Yeah, I was sweating because like I've never done this before, and I get those nervous sweats.
You should have seen when he lost his virginity. It was
It's
a
very sweaty.
monsoon.
You were there.
It was very sweaty.
Well,
It was with Johnny.
somebody had to catch all the sand.
Johnny's asshole took my virginity.
Oh,
If it wasn't for
really?
Johnny's asshole, I'd still be a virgin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Same here.
Cheers.
Because he's gotten nothing since then.
Last week? What are you talking about?
Right. Like I said, since then.
Well, do we want to end this?
On that note, let's take a break. Did you like the episode we just recorded with Brad and Angelina? I know it's not as good as that episode, but there's our episode too where we talk about being drunk
And brain needles.
and brain needles.
Brain needles.
Yeah, there you go. Click below. That's it.
Okay.
That's all it takes. Just you know.
Cool.
I was not paying.